In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 richest person in the world, Forbes 2021. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe, How to Make Money Top 10 Videos channel, and ring the bell for our future updates. As of 2021, there are 2,755 billionaires on the earth, with a collective net worth of $13.1 trillion, according to sources. The world's top 10 wealthiest people own $1,153 billion, or almost 8.8% of the total, which is incredible considering they only account for 0.36% of billionaires. The 10 wealthiest people in the world at the time of editing this article, July 2021, are listed below, according to the Forbes World's Billionaires list. Number 10. Mukesh Ambani, $84.5 billion in net worth. In 1966, Dhirubhai Ambani founded Reliance Industries as a modest textile manufacturer. Mukesh returned home a year later at his father's request to oversee the development of a new polyester factory, and he also joined the Reliance Industries board of directors at the time. Mukesh stayed in India to lead Reliance's backward integration strategy rather than returning to the United States to finish his degree. During the 1990s, he supervised the company's efforts to build and buy major petrochemical factories and petroleum refineries. After suffering a stroke in 2002, Dhirubhai died. Mukesh and his brother Anil battled about how their father's empire should be divided due to the lack of a will. 3 years later, thanks to a settlement made by their mother, the siblings decided to split the company, with Mukesh keeping control of the refining, petrochemicals, oil and gas, and textile companies. This did not completely reduce tensions between the two brothers, as they continued to fight in court over natural gas sharing and refused to end their non-compete agreements until 2010. Mukesh and Anil appeared to have put the past behind them in 2013, when they announced a $220 million partnership to share a fiber optic network. Number 9. Sergey Brin. $89 billion in net worth. In comparison to the other companies on this list, Google is remarkable in that the wealth of its co-founders is relatively close. Larry Page's participation with Google is similar to Sergey Brin's. When Page and Brin founded the company in 1998, he served as co-president until Eric Schmidt took over as CEO in 2001. Brin also served as president of Alphabet when the business was founded in 2015, before stepping down in 2019 when Sundar Pichai was chosen CEO. In addition to software, Google sells a variety of electronic devices, including Pixel smartphones, Pixelbook PCs and tablets, Nest smart home devices, and the Stadia gaming platform. Number 8. Larry Page. $91.5 billion in net worth. Larry Page, like several other internet millionaires on our list, got his start in a college dorm room. While at Stanford University in 1995, Page and his friend Sergey Brin came up with the idea of improving data extraction skills when using the internet. To define a new type of search engine technology that can investigate backing connections, the duo coined the name Backrub. Following that, in 1998, Page and Brin co-founded Google, with Page acting as CEO until 2001. Google is one of the most prominent internet search engines in the world, with more than 70% of all worldwide online search requests going via it. In 2006, Google, the company, expanded by acquiring YouTube, the most popular user-submitted video site. The first mobile phone running the Android operating system, which was developed by Android Incorporated prior to Google's acquisition of the company in 2005, was introduced in 2008. 7,879 From 2015 to 2019, Page was the CEO of Alphabet, the holding company for which Google is currently a division. Number 7. Larry Ellison. $93 billion in net worth. After dropping out of the University of Chicago in 1966, Larry Ellison moved to California and worked as a computer programmer for a number of companies. In 1973, he began working for Ampex Electronics, where he met future partners Ed Oates and Bob Miner. 3 years later, Ellison joined Precision Instruments as Vice President of Research and Development. Ellison, Oates, and Miner founded Software Development Laboratories, SDL, in 1977, and Oracle, the first commercial relational database solution to use structured query language, was released 2 years later. After the database application became so popular, SDL changed its name to Oracle Systems Corporation in 1982. Ellison was appointed to Tesla's board of directors in December 2018. Oracle is the second largest software company in the world, with a wide range of cloud computing services as well as other technologies such as Java and Linux, as well as the Oracle Exadata computing platform. Number 6, Warren Buffett. $96 billion in net worth. Warren Buffett, the world's most famous living value investor, filed his first tax return in 1944, when he was 14 years old, showing his earnings from a paper route. He began investing in Berkshire Hathaway, a textile company, in 1962 and had become the majority shareholder by 1965. He expanded the business to encompass insurance and other ventures in 1967. Berkshire Hathaway has grown to be a $500 billion company, with a single share of stock trading for over $410,000 in mid-2021. The Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, made the majority of his fortune by investing in companies with simple business practices. While many investors have been flocking to IT companies, Buffett has taken a more cautious approach, investing only in well-known, easy-to-understand companies like IBM and Apple. Number 5, Mark Zuckerberg. $97 billion in net worth. Mark Zuckerberg co-founded Facebook with Harvard University classmates Eduardo Saverin, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes in 2004. As Facebook's popularity grew, Zuckerberg dropped out of Harvard to focus completely on his growing business. In Q1 2021, Facebook had over 2.8 billion monthly active users, and Zuckerberg is now the CEO and chairman of the company. Facebook is the most widely used social networking platform in the world, allowing users to build personal profiles, communicate with friends and family, join or create groups, and much more. Advertising accounts for the majority of the company's revenue because the website is free to use. Instagram, a photo-sharing software purchased in 2012, WhatsApp, a cross-platform mobile messaging service, and Oculus, a virtual reality headset company, are all owned by Facebook, the firm. Number 4, Bill Gates. $124 billion in net worth. While at Harvard University in 1975, Bill Gates began working with his childhood friend Paul Allen on developing new software for the early microcomputers. After this endeavor was a success, Gates walked out of Harvard in his junior year and joined Allen to form Microsoft. In addition to being the world's largest software firm, Microsoft develops its own line of personal computers, publishes books through Microsoft Press, provides email services through its Exchange server, and sells video game consoles and associated peripheral devices. Gates was appointed to chair of Microsoft in 2008 after serving as the company's chief software architect. He was elected to Berkshire Hathaway's board of directors in 2004. He resigned from both boards on March 13, 2020. Gates' two philanthropic organizations, the William H. Gates Foundation and the Gates Learning Foundation, combined in 2000 to form the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which he and his soon-to-be ex-wife, Melinda Gates, co-chair. Through his organization, he has spent billions combating polio and malaria. He also provided $50 million in 2014 to help fight Ebola. As January 2021, the organization had spent about $1.8 billion to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. Number 3, Bernard Arnault. $150 billion in net worth. The chairman and CEO of LVMH, the world's largest luxury goods firm, is Bernard Arnault, a French person. Louis Vuitton, Hennessy, Marc Jacobs, Sephora, and other well-known brands are owned by this corporation. The majority of his wealth, however, comes from his significant stake in Christian Dior SE, the holding company that owns 41.25% of LVMH. Group Arnault SE, his family's holding company, owns 6.2% of Christian Dior SE and another 6.2% of LVMH. While working for his father's construction firm, 𝐜𝐸𝐺𝐵, which he would take over in 1971, he demonstrated his commercial savvy. 𝐜𝐸𝐺𝐵 became 𝐜𝐸𝐺𝐵 Incorporated, a real estate corporation, in 1979. Number 2, Elon Musk. $151 billion in net worth. Throughout his career, Elon Musk has been involved in a variety of businesses. Musk was a Stanford University student who skipped out to found Zip2, one of the early internet navigation systems. With a fraction of the profits from this venture, X.com, an online payment system that subsequently became PayPal, was launched. Despite the fact that both of these technologies were later sold to other companies, Musk is still the CEO and chief designer of his third project, Space Exploration Technologies, SpaceX, which aims to make space exploration more accessible. Musk joined Tesla Motors, now Tesla, as a crucial investor in 2004, earning him the title of co-founder and his current position as CEO of the electric vehicle firm. Number 1. Jeff Bezos. Net worth, $177 billion. Jeff Bezos founded Amazon.com in a Seattle garage in 1994, shortly after resigning from the hedge fund 𝐥𝐤𝐤. In actuality, he had proposed an online bookshop to his prior boss, David D. Shaw, who had declined. Though Amazon.com began as a book retailer, it has grown to become a one-stop shop for everything under the sun and is now the world's largest retailer. In any event, its claim to be the world's most customer-centric organization is impossible to refute. 5. Some of its unexpected moves, including as its acquisition of Whole Foods in 2017 and the launch of its own branded over-the-counter pharmaceuticals in August 2017, reflect its history of diversification. As individuals were compelled to stay at home due to lockdowns, Amazon's stock price rose in 2020, thanks to increased demand for online purchases. I hope you enjoyed our video. Please let us know in the comments area below. Thank you for being with us. Please like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell before leaving. Thank you for watching How to Make Money Top 10 Videos channel.